1. Romantic and Pre-Raphaelite erotic sacralization. In the PRB and Romanticism, eroticism was codified, symbolic, and morally framed. Women were often allegorical figures, Lilith, Circe, Ophelia, Eve, enshrined within narrative and aesthetic sacredness. Imperfect? Absolutely. But the erotic dimension had cultural and poetic weight. Desire was bound to story, myth, ritual, or sublime effect. Even if objectified, it was not crude or transactional, and it required the viewer to interpret and contemplate. Critique of modern misstep. Today, that symbolic sacralization is largely erased. Erotic imagery is divorced from myth, allegory, or narrative depth. The same aesthetic grammar, framing, pose, pattern, symbolic gesture, has migrated into pornography, fashion photography, and commercialized erotic media, where meaning is transactional, performative, or empowerment branded. Number 2. Modern institutionalization and socioeconomic fascism. The contemporary art world is a self-serving machine, institutionalized around hierarchy, networked influence, and market dynamics. Socioeconomic power cloaks itself in liberal democratic rhetoric, diversity, inclusion, empowerment. PR masks over hierarchical, exclusionary control. Only insiders, schools, galleries, collectors gain recognition, while real innovation, marginal voices, and raw creativity are ignored or erased. The moral discourse of empowerment is itself a commodity. Art prizes, residencies, and exposure reward conformity to institutional taste rather than aesthetic or ethical excellence. The parallel. PRB and Romanticism had structural limitations, gendered allegory, codified virtue, but they were at least honest about the framing. Modern arenas claim freedom while enforcing systemic hierarchies, monetizing visibility, and curating which desires, subjects, or narratives are acceptable. Hash 3. Erotic and aesthetic corruption. The imperfect, sacred erotic of the past is now pushed into the sordid zones. Pornography replaces allegorical beauty with explicit consumption. Fashion and advertising reduce desire to spectacle, status, and economic signaling. Empowered, sexualities and bodies are celebrated selectively, within norms that reward visibility but not depth. What was once contemplative, imaginative, or symbolic is now performative and instrumentalized. Erotic imagery is not a meditation. It is a tool for profit, influence, or ideological signaling. 4. Conceptual mapping. Past. Erotic, poetic, allegorical, cultural reflection. Present. Erotic, transactional, institutionalized, marketed, signaling. This mirrors your larger pattern. Bioform consumption, institutional infrastructure, algorithmic amplification. Erotic imagination once had sacred, aesthetic, and reflective layers. Now it is folded into networks of social control and socioeconomic exploitation.